Hello and welcome to the What the Heck Am I Looking At tutorial with Yogi the Monk. This tutorial is brought to you by Tinaway Gaming and Yoshi's Across the World. Now the first thing we want to look at is the bottom. There's a lot of information at the bottom, and the first thing we look at is the name is Yogi. Yogi the Skirmisher. This is just flavor text based on level and Valkyrie. Different levels of Valkyrie will have different flavor text here. Doesn't matter too much. Now we're on D level 7. Dungeon level 7 means this is floor 7. And if we wanted to go back up to floor 6, we would take this upstairs, which is the less than sign. And we haven't found the downstairs to go down to floor 8, but that would be a greater than sign, and it's either here or here in the dark somewhere. We haven't found it yet. Money, I have 104 Zorkmids, or dollars, or gold, or whatever. HP, 41 out of 41. Mana, 3 out of 3. Armor class, 10. And that's the worst it can get. And it's because a monkey here stole my shield. So these are monkeys, these capital Ys. They're very mischievous. And they steal your things, and you have to beat them and get your stuff back. But 10 is the worst. If I had my shields, if I get the shield back from the monkeys, then we wear the shield and it goes down to 6. And then if you get more armor, it'll go down all the way down to like negative 40 if you get really good armor and enchant it. Experience level 4, because we've been killing some stuff. It's pretty low level. You basically beat the game at level 14. That's kind of the minimum level to do the quest. But it's a turn-based, tile-based game. We've got 1,619 turns so far. If I take a step right, I'm the @ sign. If I take a step right, that one of the monkeys ran away and one of them started following me. And then it went up to 1620. So yeah, I can go make coffee, AFK here, and we'll be in the exact same position. Nothing will move until I get back. Stats, strength, dex, constitution, int, wisdom, and charisma. Not going to talk about those too much because they're pretty straightforward. Strength is how hard I hit, and constitution is how beefy I am. And those are the important ones for Valkyrie. Charisma tells you how expensive stuff is in shops. Okay, so let's talk about letters and symbols on the map. First, let's talk about the wall. These are walls. This is a town. The town has walls around it. Sometimes there's a room in the town, these rectangles, and the rooms have doors. The plus signs, those are closed doors. This rectangle kind of thing is an open door. And that's about it for that. These checkerboard ones are hallways, and rooms are connected to other rooms, like over here by the hallways. So it's huge room, which is a town, and connected by a hallway. And then there might be another room over here connected with a hallway to the town. Something like that. Monsters are almost always letters. So capital Y is a monkey. And it's a white Y. The color is white. And there's other similar kind of things, like there's a Yeti that's also a Y. So it's Y for monkey because M is already used. Small m is mimic and capital M is mummy. So all of the mummies are capital M. And there's a bunch of different mummies, and they all have different colors. Like Kobold Mummy is an orange, capital M. Gnome Mummy is a red, capital M. Orc Mummy is like a gray, capital M. They all have different colors. They're all mummies because they're capital M, and all the different colors mean different kinds of mummies. In the case of monkey, it's a Y because they ran out of M's. Like mimics are lowercase m, mummies are capital M. That doesn't leave anything for monkey, so they had to make it capital Y. Probably because of Yeti. Yeti is kind of like monkey, and the Yetis and the monkeys are kind of in the same family. They're similar in some way. That's about it for monsters. Let's talk about items. We've got some percent signs here. Those are food. The plus sign might be a book. Also, you've got, let me get this monkey off of me. There's a question mark. That's an important one. That's a scroll. And if we drop a potion on the ground, that's an exclamation mark. The potion I had in my inventory, I dropped it on the ground. So those are both important. Question mark, scroll, exclamation mark, potion, and then percent food. I'm not going to talk about anything else. Those are the kind of the three most important ones. And then you've got an underscore. This is an altar. By the altar is the priest that's tending the altar, and you can chat with that person if you want. Priestess of Odin asks for a contribution to the temple. You can offer some gold. I would have to offer about 1,600 gold to get anything out of it, although you could just give some if you wanted. But anyways, that's about it. You've got an inventory. The Valkyrie started with a longsword, a dagger, the shield, which got stolen by that monkey, and a piece of food, which I already ate. And then everything else here I found along the way. Now the scroll is, I know it's a teleportation scroll somehow. Maybe I read one before, figured out what it did, or maybe I just used another identify scroll to identify this scroll. But that one we know. And then you've got generic ones like pyramidal amulet. We don't know what that means. This could be any amulet. It could be water breathing. It could be life saving. It could be ESP amulet. Any of the amulets that exist in the game could be this pyramidal amulet, but it's not identified, so we don't know what it is. And that's a big part of the game, is like trying to figure out where your stuff is, if it's cursed or uncursed or blessed or whatnot. But yeah, that's about the basics. Just remember the letters are usually monsters, and then different color letters are different monsters. Dogs are D. Cats are not C because cicatries, cockatrices are C. Cats are F for feline. There's usually some reason behind it, and they usually make sense. A's are ants. Capital M's are mummies. Lowercase m's are mimics. Usually it's whatever letter is the start of the word is usually what it is. And I'm just going to stop there because it's running a little bit too long, and those are the basics.